Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're looking at some games from Yanxnz's run to, spoiler alert, winning the South American 1v1 RLCS event that qualified him to the Birmingham Major, where he's going to play against Mawkzy in Birmingham. He's going to represent South America, and this is really a dream matchup for me. I'm sure a dream matchup for many of you guys watching. Yan is probably the greatest South American player, just in general. He had to wait a while to pass by Kyle and Card, of course, in that regard, but he's still just the guy to beat in South America and has been for years. Every time he's on a team, they seem to be the team to beat. They seem to be the team dominating. And not just in 3v3, also in 1v1. Whenever he dabbles in 1v1, he's always a monster online or on LAN. And I'll talk about that a little bit more in this video, his past LAN results that he's had in 1v1. But this first game we're going to watch is his quarter-final match that he played against. So it's from his quarter-final match that he played against Wisty. Then we'll look at one game that he played in his semi-final match up against KV1, and then another one that he played in his grand final match against Motta. And the running theme you're going to notice in all these games is that Yan is just, he is just an absolute wrecking ball. I mean, these are the top 6 players at this point, Wisty versus Yan in the matchup for top 4. So Wisty getting eliminated 5th place, 6th place. He went in as one of the probably top 3 players in the event, top 3, 4 in terms of likely players to qualify and to win. And it wasn't all plain sailing for Yan. He did drop a match in the group stage, so we weren't sure if we were going to get prime Yan, if we were going to get peak Yan, but when it got down to Championship Sunday, we got peak Yan. And yeah, this guy's pretty hard to beat when he is peak Yan. Yeah, the big discussion and the other reason I wanted to make this video is, will Yan have a chance in the matchup against Mawkzy in Birmingham? Because Mawkzy is obviously playing 1v1 and only 1v1. He's not playing the 3v3 event, whereas Yan is playing both the 3v3 and the 1v1 event. And that is, in a very obvious way, a disadvantage, because you have to prepare for 2 events at the same time. But obviously with Rocket League, there's a lot of crossover. If you're playing 1v1, well, if Yan's playing 1v1, he's obviously grinding mechanics. He plays 1v1 in a style that I think helps him a lot in 3s, because he has a very aerial focused and 3v3 mechanics style for 1v1. So I'm sure just naturally by prepping for 1s, he will be preparing himself for 3s and vice versa. But there's no denying it, Mawkzy does have an advantage in the sense that he doesn't have to prepare for both events. He doesn't have to split his own personal practice. Oh, what a save, by the way, from Yan. That is absurd. He's really done well to stop Wisty there. But Wisty, no, is he going to get a goal? No, still not going to get his first goal of the game. Yan continues to frustrate him. Yeah, no denying it. Mawkzy will have an advantage in the sense that he doesn't have to play both events, and Yan does. However, Yan does have the LAN experience as he continues to absolutely dominate. It's now 6-0. I'm not really going to give you guys much play-by-play in case you haven't noticed in these matches. We are just going to take a look at Yan's domination in the background. While talking about the bigger picture of the potential match in Birmingham and just generally Yan's 1v1 experience and Yan's 1v1 achievements in the past. Most notably, Gamers 8, the first year around, Yan was able to be one of the best 1v1 players at the event. He beat Rawas at that tournament, and that was obviously not the Rawas that he is now in terms of experience, but still a very, very strong 1s player at the time. And he also took the game right down to the wire against TRK, and then beat CRR in the grand final to win the entire tournament. I think he beat Razebull as well at that event, who was proven to be a very good 1s player that we didn't really know going into that event that he was. He turned out to be very good. So yeah, Yan at the first year Gamers 8 was a monster, and then Gamers 8 second year around, he actually beat TRK. He also beat TRK at, or no, he actually lost. I think he might have lost TRK, but did he beat Vatira? all I remember is that Yan, Vatira, and TRK did a little triangle where they all beat each other in a kind of rock paper scissors style. But I think it might have been Yan beating Vatira now that I remember a bit more closely. Yeah, he's... Oh, nice spawn there by Wisty. Great spawn save. Yeah, Yan's really, really good at 1s online. He's giving great matches to Vatira, giving great matches to TRK. He actually beat TRK at the Worlds show match 2023, where we had an East vs West show match. Just realized right now that's the first... Well, actually not the first time this game, but this is the first time I've heard the new post edition. It's actually kind of funny. I like it. I hope you guys are liking that new edition. But yeah, that's so far from Wisty. We're going to get straight to game 2 and continue to talk about just how great Yan is. Alright, so here we are in the second game, Yan against KV1. Now, this is the same day that the first game we just watched was from, so he's just dominating in the Fennec. But yeah, all good. He can also, of course, play the Octane to an unbelievably high level. There he is, 1-0 in the first few seconds of this game. I should probably have told you guys which day, or rather which games these were. If you're paying very close attention to the map and you're familiar with the RLCS map order, you would have already known that first game against Wisty was on the second game of the series, Forbidden Temple. He was down 1-0 there. But yep, all good. Responded with an 8-1 win, and then continued to dominate the series to eliminate Wisty. This is obviously game 1 because we're in Manfield Night. So starting off the series against KV1, let's see how he gets on. Yeah, speaking more about Yan and his 1v1 experience, LAN play, he is unbelievable. He's one of the greatest LAN players of all time in Rocket League. He obviously finished top 4 RLCS 3v3 in 2022. Last year he finished top 6 with Furia. The year in between didn't make Worlds. That was a bit of an off year for Furia, where they were over in North America. Didn't really adjust to, well, whether it was real life or the game play over there, up to you to decide. But they're now back in South America, and he looks like himself again. They look like themselves again, and they're looking like a world-class team. But yeah, all in all, you know, how much you think the 1v1 LAN experience that Yan's got will play a part, how much you think the just LAN experience in general for Yan will play a part, it'll vary depending who you ask. I think that some people are giving Mawkzy, you know, 90% odds to win the match. I'm not so confident as that. I think Mawkzy is the favorite, but I don't think it's a 90%. I think my rough feeling right now, and I've not really, you know, thought too deeply on the topic, although it might, you know, sound like that's not the case based on the fact this video exists. But I'm thinking, I intend to think more on it, but right now, I'm going to give it a 60-40 in favor of Mawkzy. And if I had to guess a scoreline, my main scoreline, I'm guessing, will be 4-2 in favor of Mawkzy, but if there's another one, I think, yeah, we go game 7. If it's not 4-2 to Mawkzy, I'm thinking game 7, and if it does go game 7, yeah, maybe I think I'll give Mawkzy a 55% chance of winning that game 7, but it will be really close, because Yan he's just a monster. The one thing that you will notice if you've watched Yan play 1v1 online, nice crossbar pinch save there, by the way. If you've watched this guy playing 1v1 online, and you've also watched him playing on LAN, his gameplay doesn't look that different, in ones at least. He plays the same aggressive, very aerial-based offense style on LAN as he does on LAN. Online as he does on LAN. I think I just said on LAN twice. But yeah, he doesn't seem to get as nervous as other players who play a lot more defensively. We've seen a lot of extremely good ones players from online struggling to repeat that same level of aggression on LAN. Notably, you know, TRK might have been pulling some punches a little bit against Yan when they played in the World Show match, not really committing fully to his shots. I know Daniel struggled a lot at Gamers 8 Year 2, just wasn't able to produce the goods. And yeah, lots of players run into that kind of problem. They maybe dial it back a little bit. Nice try there by KV1, not good enough though. Yan scores again. You will not expect to see Yan pulling any punches though. He's going to be going for his shots. He's going to be confident in his ability no matter what the score is, no matter who he's up against. He is one of the most confident players that we've ever seen in the history of the game. And we're not sure about Mawkzy in that regard yet. He definitely showed up huge online, and I was incredibly impressed with Mawkzy's composure, particularly in Game 7 against Rally. Unbelievable composure and defense, especially in that match. But Yan has got the LAN experience. He's shown that he could do it in 1v1 on LAN and 3v3 on LAN. Mawkzy's really only played small LANs in France, I believe, and they do not compare to the pressure and just the occasion, the prestige of an RLCS LAN. Is that going in? Has Yan lobbed that? Oh my goodness, he's lobbed that in. What a goal to go up 8-3. Yeah, he absolutely steamrolled the competition as well online. We're not talking, I'm not, you know, look, this wasn't an event where Yan struggled to qualify, didn't really look like himself, and now we're just hoping he steps up on LAN. No, he dominated. Just to give you guys the score lines, he 4-1'd Wisty in the quarterfinal. He 4-1 KV1 in the semi-final. And then he 4-1 Motta in the final, who eliminated Swift by a series score of 4-1 in his semi-final. So he was obviously playing really well to beat perhaps tournament favorite Swift 4-1. Yep, Yan went up against the entire Team Secret lineup. The whole lineup of Team Secret, KV1, Swift, and Motta, were all top 4. Yan was the only Furia player in the top 4. The only Furia player who made it into, as he frustrates KV1 some more, who made it into the top 8, and he beat everyone. Just dominated them all. He also 4-0'd Alpi, who's an up-and-coming player in South America in the round 1 before getting started on his 4-1 rampage on Championship Sunday. So yeah, safe to say Yan's in form, and that is another forfeit. KV1 decided enough is enough off a sidewall double by Yan. Just defensive masterclass, counter-attacking masterclass, and whenever you get start putting defense against him, you're having a bad time. Let's watch one game from the grand final, though. We've seen one from his quarter, we've seen one from his semi. Let's see if the grand final is looking as dominant. Okay, so game 2 of the grand final. Yan was actually up 1-0 at this point in the series, and now he's up against Motta in the grand final. At this point, anyone who previously expected the winner to be coming out the other side of the bracket, the Swift side of the bracket, had probably changed their mind, because Yan obviously was on a bit of a high momentum, high aggression, and just unstoppable force kind of vibe at this point. And yeah, I personally, when I saw him 4-1ing Wisty, 4-1ing KV1, thought, yeah, Motta's going to really struggle here. But maybe Motta can do something. He did 4-1 Swift. Nah, Yan just 4-1 Motta as well. So yeah, partly I wanted to make this video just to take a look at how Yan is doing, what his gameplay is looking like. That's a great finish, by the way. Saw the in and out save, played it around it with a double. Nice and slowly off the bar and in. And yeah, looking a bit closer at Yan's gameplay, he looks every bit as dangerous in offense. And one thing I am noticing from these games and from other ones I've watched, oh my goodness, he's just unstoppable, is that Yan's defense also looks extremely good. That's not always something he's been the most known for. I think he's been kind of a 10 out of 10 in offense for 1v1 historically. When you think about guys who could just do it all in offense, ground game, physical game, aerial game, mind games as we see there, Yan has it all. He is just so difficult to defend against. But his defense, perhaps his ability to win possession back from his opponents, wasn't always up there with players like Rawas and other players from Middle East. Maybe the top French players as well, top Moroccan players. But now, yeah, it's looking very, very different. I think I've been really impressed with what I've seen from Yan defensively. And yeah, of course, the offense they're given. So he's looking fantastic. We all know South America is a region to be reckoned with. They're absolute killers over there. To run completely clean through the bracket like this is something that you cannot ignore. It's something that I know Mawkzy will not be ignoring. Mawkzy will be taking a very close look at what Yan's been up to in South America. He's got a lot of time to prepare for him. I'm sure he will do just that. He's definitely not going to be thinking, oh great, I've won the European event, now I've just got a free win against Yan. That would be a terrible way to approach the match. If he is going in like that, Mawkzy, absolutely change your mind. I know he's not, though. I know he's going to be taking Yan very seriously. Worth mentioning, actually, I probably should have mentioned this during the last game when Yan was playing KV1. There was a smaller 1v1 event. I forget the name of it right now, but there was a LAN. It ended in a LAN. There was a South American portion of it and a European portion of it. And it ended in a LAN where KV1 beat Mawkzy in France. I'm actually going to go to KV1's. I'm going to go to his Wikipedia page to see if I can find it right now, because this is a really kind of a bizarre thing that happened that I was pretty surprised by. The fact that this event was happening in the first place, and the fact that KV1 won it 3-1. And that was back when KV1 was really dominating North America and SAM 1v1. So the result wasn't all that surprising, but yeah, to win a South American ones event online and then fly to France and beat Mawkzy, who's won the European event, very, very impressive stuff. And now Yan, of course, looking to run that back, taking down Mawkzy on a LAN setting in an even bigger scenario. I'm actually looking at KV1's Wikipedia page right now, and I can't see this anywhere. Maybe somebody in the comments will remember what that tournament was called, but I can't find it right now. KV1, he 3-0'd Mawkzy on LAN for a smaller ones event. Anyway, back to Yan. He's the real deal. We obviously know what he can do in a LAN setting. Furia have just perfect swept SAM for the first time in their entire history. They've never done that before. So the team Furia are obviously in form. Yan the best player in the region once again. That's a forfeit, by the way. With more than half the game to go, he's ran the score up to 10-3. Yeah, we're just not seeing these kind of score lines from many players at the moment this quickly. He's just brutal. So, yeah, we all know what Yan can do in threes. We all know what he could do in LAN. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of what he's been doing in ones as well, because this qualification was not a, kind of sloppy, okay, Yan's just capitalized on everybody else choking kind of deal. Nah, he utterly dominated the best players in the region and just let everybody know that he is still the guy to beat, no matter what the game mode is. If you want to win a tournament in South America, you're going to need to beat Yan to do it. And unfortunately, for all the players in the playoff bracket in South America this time around, no one can stop him. His overall, out of the entire lower bracket round 1, quarterfinal, semi-final, and grand final, overall game score, 16 game wins and just 3 losses. 1 to Wisty, 1 to KV1, 1 to Motta. So I think Yan is a serious threat to Mawkzy. Mawkzy will definitely be taking him seriously, and I'm leaning a little bit towards Mawkzy because I was obviously very impressed with his level as well and his composure, especially. If he had just dominated Europe, I'd probably be a little bit more nervous for him. But the fact that he faced adversity in Europe and still came out victorious makes me think that Mawkzy's the favorite. But Yan, he's probably closer than a lot of you guys think, and closer than a lot of the Rocket League scene thinks. I'm super excited for it either way. This is the perfect match in my opinion, because if you can, if someone else who's not really proven themselves on LAN for South America came in, and we had 2 not really proven on LAN players competing, I think people would have maybe said, not sure if this is really that legit or that impressive a win. But the fact that it's Yan, okay, it's valid. We all know what Yan could do once on LAN. We all know what he could do in LAN in general. So I'm really happy with the matchup we've got on paper. Yan versus Mawkzy is just, it's bound to be an absolute banger. But yeah, that's going to be on one of the days. I'm not sure what day actually it's going to be, but it's going to be during the Birmingham Major. I don't expect it to be on the last day of the event, because that's going to be quite an action-packed day with the way the format is this year. So I'm not sure if it's going to be in front of the crowd or if it's going to be one of the earlier days. Hope it's in front of the crowd. But yeah, keep an eye on socials, keep an eye on the Wikipedia page, keep an eye on my Twitter. If you want me, I'll definitely be tweeting about this match when it does happen. Yan versus Mawkzy. Can't wait. Hopefully you guys are excited as well. But that was a quick look into how Yan qualified. Always love seeing his gameplay. Hopefully you guys don't mind. I wasn't talking too much about the gameplay. I did enjoy watching it in the background. Hope you guys did as well. But that's going to be it for this one. Plenty more ones videos, I'm sure, coming out before the Birmingham Major, which is just a couple of weeks away? Yeah, a couple of weeks away now. So not too long to wait. Good luck to Yan and Mawkzy when we get there. And I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.